Welcome everyone, I am Tim, and this is The Controller. Thanks for clicking on Fallout 4, You Only Live Once. In the last part, we made our way on over to the Boston airport and did some clearing of ghouls. We also went into the sewer back by Hangman's Alley in search of more ghouls, as we are looking for legendary weapons, which we did in fact pick up a lovely freezing sniper rifle, and we got that all doctored up. And today we are going to continue onward with our ghoul hunting spree, and we are going to make our way a little bit more back up to the north. Just get our eating and drinking situated. We are tired and we are dealing with fatigue, so that is a little bit of a bummer, as we are also tired already and down to one or two Nuka-Colas in the last part as well. So something we'll have to keep an eye on. Make sure that AP bar doesn't get a little bit too ugly looking. So we'll just have to keep an eye on that. But we'll be able to keep making our way to the north and should be able to cross the bridge that's very close by to here and start making our way to County Crossing proper. We are diverting just a little bit to the east, and it looks like there is a nice little shop here. Braxo cleaner, some Wonder Glue, Sea Captain's hat, and if we can make our way on over, some little bit oil can. Just some good overall loot to grab. Now, I do believe that there was a, steamer chest over here. Bottle caps, and just overall decent stuff to buy and sell. So we can just keep making our way over to the east a little bit. We may as well tick off on the map this East Boston Preparatory School. We're not going to go inside just yet, as that is full of raiders, but since we are close by, we'll just walk right on past that and get that tagged on the old compass as well and on the map. Just hopefully no traitors welcome. Lies. All lies. But this part of the world is actually quite surprising because there's like never anything going on in it. I don't know of random spawns that pop up or anything like that. And you just see the brackets are just sitting super, super steady. And yeah, I'm not sure if that's because the Brotherhood later on come to the airport and they don't want roaming stuff, since the Brotherhood start roaming around a little bit more on patrol, that maybe they don't want anything to inadvertently get sucked into the Brotherhood and cause mayhem. That I'm not entirely certain. But we will take a little bit of nice peaceful trip here and cross the bridge and just stay away from those great big rad balls sitting there. Just produce so much radiation. So as soon as we cross the bridge, just kind of tuck off. As long as we're on the, I guess, east side of the road here, we should be good. And we are getting super close to County Crossing. There will be some bugs, I do believe, that are a little bit closer, but apparently VATS is not detecting them as of yet. And yeah, there we go. So blood bug, a couple blood bugs there. Don't need to deal with them. We won't even be able to loot their bodies anyway properly, because I don't really want to throw on a hazmat suit and take just radiation that we don't actually need to take on. But there we go. Can see out on the compass marker, and right here we are now officially at County Crossing. Now, okay, ooh, got a caravan here as well. I think this might actually be the one where I murdered the settler for one that was kidnapped. Hopefully they're not too angry at me.
You gotta help. My father's been kidnapped.
Oh, okay. So his father's been kidnapped. All right. And paying ransom, that's never going to be, a good thing. The raiders, super mutants, gunners, whatever, kidnapped, they'll just come back for more money even if pay the ransom. But I think I'm going to pay the ransom because that will easily finish that little bit of stuff and I don't actually have to go rescue them and, less danger for me.
Here's the ransom. Pay them when they come back.
Oh. Okay. Thanks. I just hope I can trust those raiders to keep their promise.
So, yeah, he'll pay and now we have another settlement in line and we can, just go and we could actually build a proper bed and sleep and don't run away yet, Doc Weathers.
At least it's honest work.
Tell the good doc what's wrong. Spend your caps.
Honestly, though, Doc Weathers probably doesn't have anything decent. I don't think I have a whole lot to sell, and he's starting to walk towards ghouls, even though the ghouls are what I want to have. But with being in County Crossing here, I think I could sleep, but at the moment, I'm going to utilize that adrenaline that we have going on for us right now, and we'll just go and, kind of take out a little of the exterior defenses, and we'll start dealing with some beautiful, beautiful ghouls that are dotted around. Doc Weathers and, ooh, a fragmite. Nice. Got another turret over there. Kaboom goes that one. And this place we don't have to fully clear out, but there are going to be a lot of ghouls that we can, just hopefully find some legendaries inside, which I have pretty much always found one or two. And I'm just going to go pick up that frag mine right now. And caution. I got a nice roamer coming in. 50-50 shot. Not too bad. Although I clipped the little airport thing, or airplane. 85's a little bit better. Down he goes. I don't like how close all of that caution is. Okay, another just basic feral ghoul. Idiot savant again. Gotta love it. We are getting close to being full up on our criticals, and we are getting close to the next level up. Game's playing some exciting music, but that was just a basic ghoul. We are actually really close to the Brotherhood distress signal, so we might try to figure that out and locate that as well as we go about. And yeah, we're not going to go into the armory. No sense of doing that. That is just gonna spawn this lovely sentry bot that's very clearly cannot actually fit through the door. And as far as I know, even if you kill the sentry bot before you actually go in, a new one just automatically spawns in once you exit that door to the armory again, and usually of a much higher level. I've seen it legendary multiple times and have also seen just higher variations of the sentry bot, so we do not want to deal with that. Here's some shooting off in the distance. I wonder if that is Doc Weathers trying to... Yeah. Caravan guard is shooting at something, but not my concern at the moment. Another turret up top, take out. Gonna be one or two ghouls on the bus. And the real challenge is going to be once we are actually inside the building. Come on, ghouls. Do they not want to come out today? It appears that way. But no worries. Unlikely to be legendary, so we'll just collect these mines and head on into the National Guard anyway. Though, love to get a shot at them, but again, no worries. Just clear out these mines. Maybe, yeah, don't need shotgun shells, and we can enter on in. Now, it is pretty straightforward in here. They can drop down from up above, so do have to pay a little bit of attention for that. And hitboxes gonna work out? Yes, they will. Got just a normal feral ghoul there. I got you sleeping up top there. Yep, he would fall down. Just the only thing I am concerned on are them dropping down basically on top of me. Got one getting up in the back there. Down he goes. Still hidden. Sounds like there's probably one right in front of me. And, ooh, Reaver. Crit. Crit again. He's so close. Crit. And, okay, he staggered. Normal shot should take him out. Down he goes. That was... Oh, that was a little bit too close for my liking. Let's just back off a little bit. Okay, that's a good way to get the good old heartbeat going. And in caution, Stalker coming roaming in. Ooh, Idiot Savant there, 245 experience. Looking good. Brackets seem pretty safe. Maybe that is it for this first little area here. And what do we have here? Acrobat's metal right leg. Okay, so not overly useful, but in the right situation, if you get 2 acrobats, 1 for each leg, you know, you can completely eliminate falling damage. So not the end of the world. We will pick that up because you never know if you might have to, you know, leap off of a lovely, lovely building. But we can just go ahead and pretty much just loot this place dry of anything good. We're going to eventually need to find the good old passcode for that. But here's just... Does another one crawl through a window? I know we got the distress pulsar right here. Yeah, nothing is coming in. Okay. Nice withered the ghoul though. And we got the holotape, and we'll take the... Oh no, weary. I waited a little bit too long. I was originally planning on taking a Nuka-Cola. I think I may as well do that right now. I don't want to have that red sleep kind of just screaming at me right now. Drink a Nuka free. So we're still tired, but at least we aren't in the red. Because eventually that's going to be really, really nasty. So maybe on the flip side, I should have slept in County Crossing, but for the time being, we will be okay. Just remember, I got the Nuka-Cola that I can officially just drink that and not be as tired. Just push it back for a little while. Nothing over there. And where ultimately we're wanting to go is over in that front room. But, well, although right there, there's the National Guard's officer password. So, you know, I'm just completely wrong because why not? It's always good to be humble. Make it over. Yeah. I actually thought that it was in here. I thought this was the main office, but oh well. We'll get a little bit more ammo from in here. Pencil. That's some lead. Not too shabby. And a fan. We're always low on screws, so we'll definitely take that. And is that another fan? Yes. Yes, it was. So now we are perfectly good to just crack this on open and continue onward. And there we go. Nothing else other than we can go to the training yard. So that first room was just a little bit of a warm-up. We're going to have 2 ghouls in here, just a roamer and a normal feral ghoul. Nothing too crazy. Take them out nice and quick. Still in caution. Is there going to be one that is outside that did not like me taking out his friend, most likely? Because there's only ever 2 in this room area. So nothing to worry about. Head on into the barracks. This is where things could start getting a little bit interesting. Can be a lot more ghouls in here. Likely to have some legendaries. And yeah, just could have some overall mayhem. So just gotta pay a little bit of attention as those brackets getting super close. And yes, I thought you might be coming down here. Sneak attack can take out a Reaver. That's good. Oh! Hello! 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 Where did you come from? Where did you come from? I knew typically one went running down, but there's no hole above me, is there? Alright, so took some rads, took some damage, I'm assuming. Actually, yeah, up to 10 rads. I think I was at 7 before, so not terrible. But we are now down to 261 hit points out of 277, so we took, forget what it said, 8 or 9 damage there. So overall, we are down 16. But thankfully, he didn't take too big of a swing at like one of my arms or legs, as the condition for all of my limbs still look very, very good. But yeah, I am quite surprised that came in and got me from behind. Luckily, it was just a light tap. But yeah, weary once again. Let's go ahead and show what Weary does. So Weary takes away your agility by 1, your AP refresh by 30%, and ooh, I am over encumbered right now too, because it takes out 2 strength. So we'll definitely want to get that sorted. Looks like we could probably just take a grilled radstag, and that will help out a lot for the good old carry capacity. Get up to 235, so nothing to worry about there. Shouldn't be getting over encumbered again. But we can go ahead, take our last Nuka free. Feel that caffeine again, as don't want to really get too down on everything. But that also means we are on a little bit of a time crunch. My sneak is not being as sneaky either from what I would like. Roamer, nothing else in range. Okay, down you go. Man, go right into caution. Another roamer, okay. No big deal. Save those crits. And that bar is just like in the wrong spot. If we back up a little bit, can we shoot through there? Yes, take him out in the head. Back into caution. Okay. I think we are okay at the moment. And is there one around the corner? Yes, getting up. Left arm, maybe work. Okay, down he goes. That should be the only one in this room. Of course, you know, famous last words, as I just had that same thought process for previously when I walked in. But yeah, that hidden bar is going Mad. Antique globe, that is cork and a screw. Anybody else that I can... Ah, Mr. Romer right here. Will I get a shot through or too much blocking the way? Yeah, that doesn't look good. This might be actually a better shot. Let's give that a go. Yes, there we go. And super close now. Ooh, a stalker over there. And that is a level up. Gain a little bit more health. And yeah, another perk point to which we can potentially take something of use. Which, I didn't need shotgun shells. Which I guess, no time like the present. Let's go ahead and level up. And honestly, I would love another point in luck. I would really actually like to boost my agility and perception as well. But since how we had that nice legendary Reaver, I think we need to do another rank of better criticals, getting twice as much extra damage done. That could be just a matter of life and death, quite literally. So take that, and that can actually help us right away in here. If we happen to see another decent legendary, we can just crit him in the face and hopefully be good. Just take it easy. Can have more ghouls coming and getting active. But hopefully not, you know, just coming up right behind me as, yeah, I don't want that. Okay, Mr. Whatever you are. Ooh, a glowing one. Okay. Another shot. Down he goes. Perfect. And can see that there is another ghoul down there as well. Which, let's back off kind of in a corner. Yeah, there we go. And just a regular feral ghoul. Okay. Down he goes. And detected. Okay. Detected from who? Just gotta be mindful that that's the ramp, that they can just come up and, you know, kind of shoot me in the face or slap me in the back. I'm not gonna go through that door quite yet. Just double check. Ooh, plasma cartridges. Nice. Pre-war money and weary from lack of sleep. I think we're just gonna have to deal with it right now. I would really like to keep this adrenaline going, but I don't know how much longer I can actually just keep pushing everything off. I think I'm gonna have to build a bed at County Crossing and actually just plain sleep there. I could sleep here, but that's not a good shot. But it's a little better now. Down he goes. Is there one more in the corner or just down here? I'm scaring myself with hearing one spawn and then walking into a lovely garbage can. I think that spawn was down here, was it not? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Ooh, caution. Caution from where? Okay, yeah, we got one. Ah, Reaver. Once again, actually, let's switch over to our more powerful weapon. Maybe we can get a shot on him. At least the freezing aspect will make him a lot slower if we do get a shot off at him. Is he coming up the stairs? No. So we know we have another legendary to deal with, and it's a Reaver, so a little bit higher level, and I don't want to walk down there. I need to I need to see him without falling down. There we go. Headshot, crit. Down he goes. Perfect. Got one more legendary down there to pick up. And if I'm not mistaken, there might be oil or... Yes. Oil down there. We'll get that burned off. Brackets are a little bit better. Reload. Wow, you're getting low on your shots there. Okay. Come on down. Nothing too crazy. Other than we know there's still something alive somewhere as the brackets are going crazy yet. Thought there was one in here, but that could have been the legendary that had walked out. So, look like we are good for the moment there. You're already dead. Just a normal feral ghoul. And... Alright then. What do you have on you? Ooh. Cunning combat armor, right arm, +1 agility and perception, and combat armor. Yes, yes, and more yes. I think, if I recall, my right arm is free right now. Oh. That is my powered raider right arm. So, since how we are weary, I think we're going to have to just keep with the powered to try to get that refresh speed as good as possible. However, cunning, combat armor, right arm, we definitely will go over to that. That agility and perception, that's more AP and just better chance to hit in VATS. So honestly, that's going to be what we're going to need to do. So we'll definitely get that taken care of here before too long and switch over once we actually have legit... Ooh, giddy up buttercup. Lovely. Once we get back to base and we can improve it just a little bit more. Get all the beautiful stuff off of the glowing ghoul. Don't need a dirty ashtray. One more in here, I believe. Crawling out. Just a normal roamer. Yeah, only a 50-50 shot at the head. Let's give it a go. I mean, it looks very clear shot. And, of course, I did that once again. Now, at this point... No flicker on the brackets. I can officially loot this place the rest of the way up. Alright. I haven't gotten very far and I am officially exhausted. So I can't sprint even if I want to. And almost half of my AP bar is taken up with just debuffs. So there is a bed here. There shouldn't be any ghouls dotted around. We're going to bite the bullet, lose all of our adrenaline, and we will sleep for an official 7 hours. So we'll have 0 adrenaline again. And we have parasites. Perfect. At least we aren't exhausted anymore, and we are feeling well rested. Can just eat a noodle cup once again, and yeah, I'll take care of my thirst. Just have to eat a iguana on a stick, properly fed as well, and that AP bar looks much, much better. But unfortunately, now we also have parasites where we will have to eat twice as much food. Now I can continue on officially looting up the rest of the way. Some nice generic loot in here. Did pick up a stealth boy as well, but of course the creme de la creme, which you probably thought I missed it next to this cooler, is the U.S. Covert Operations Manual. Permanently more difficult to detect while sneaking, so never going to hurt. But with that, I think we can just make our way back out. Nothing really else to do in here. Just crack the terminal open, and there's probably another ghoul around here that I could take out. Okay. Things are looking good. And yeah, we'll take some 556. Let's go ahead, go up. Maybe we can find the ghoul that happens to be, you know, in the bus. Maybe this can give us a little bit better shot at them. Although, does not appear so. And while I was in there, I did, in fact, crack open, unlock the door to the armory over there. But really, there is no point in doing that, as, again, that's just going to trigger the sentry bot, and we don't want to deal with a sentry bot. So, 4 fragmentation grenades. So I think that is going to be enough for here, and there we go. 94% chance on that feral ghoul. Take him out. There, now those brackets look really, really good. Just needed to get up a little bit higher. So now at this point, I really have 2 ideas for what to do next. So we can kind of continue with the... don't chance it, Tim. There's literally a walkway right here. You can just walk down. We could head back to County Crossing and cook up some food. We don't actually need to make a bed anymore, as we got that squared away in the training yard inside. But we could make our way kind of a little bit more north and west and hit up Malden, or we could pretty much just go due east and take out the super mutants at the Revere Satellite Array. Now, I'm not sure if that's the brightest idea. I was originally thinking I'd head to the Revere Satellite Array because we were fully maxed out on our adrenaline. But with having to sleep, I'm not sure if the super mutants will actually go down well enough for what we have for our weapons. We do have the freezing, which is good. And, you know, maybe it would make sense to just poke our nose in there and test it out, as there's going to be another sneak magazine. But for now, we may as well cook up what food we have. Got a couple baked bloat flies and 1 mutt chop. You know, not much food, but when you have parasites, every little bit counts. Alright, so after doing a little inventory management, throwing a bunch of junk in the workshop, we could go over to the satellite array, as I had mentioned before, or head over to Malden, and I think ultimately that is what we are going to want to do. So I did set a little custom marker, which should take us right around like the Medford Memorial Hospital, which we might want to kind of poke our nose on in there and potentially pick up another magazine. We are coming in at night, so that is pretty good. Yeah. Okay, just black bloatfly over there. Doesn't appear as though there's anything else. So we'll just kind of keep making our way up. We'll stay on this side of the road, and yeah, we're just sneaking past where, honestly, though I know that is flying around like crazy. 42% chance. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. So we'll kind of pay attention to that. Ooh, caution. Okay, we'll take some 55%. Okay, perfect. So we lucked out. And that was what was putting us into caution. So all's well that ends well. But also up over in Malden, since I was going to say, since we are kind of half picking up the Brotherhood distress signals, and we did that in the National Guard training yard, we also could pick up the other one that's around here. Not to mention, we are still kind of on a ghoul spree going, and I believe it is at the other hospital, like a med tech, maybe like med tech blood bank or something along those lines, also has a ton of ghouls that, you know, maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to pick up a legendary off of that. But right now, it's been nice, smooth sailing. Pick up the hub flower here. And is that what we want dead ahead? It just very well might be. Now, the plus side coming in at dark, obviously, my stealth is much better. However, it is also much more challenging to see enemies. Thankfully, we can do some VAT scanning periodically. And yeah, this is a medical center. So I do believe this is going to be ghouls. Parched, no big deal. And honestly, ghouls aren't too big of a deal. Maybe we'll luck out, get another legendary, and get another decent effect. Although, I say, you know, ghouls aren't very difficult. However, you know, not more than, what, 10 minutes on the actual video ago, we did get hit. For the biggest hit of our run so far at 8 damage. So that is something to be a little bit mindful of. Ghouls can be fast, and they can be a little on the, I guess, unpredictable side for when they just happen to pop up. And are all the ghouls in the front? That is really close. 50-50 shot again. I think we got to try to take it. And third shot work. Good animation. Take the black bloatfly out. There, all is good. And boy, I could have swore that there were ghouls in the front here. Ah, yes. Okay, there we go. Feral ghoul roamer. Dead ahead. And let's switch back to our combat rifle. Get a few more shots as coming running in. 80% chance. That is good. Another one coming. Another roamer. 80% again. Take a few shots at him. Another one coming running down. Still in caution. So that is good. Stalker, a little bit more challenging. But still, we will take those 80% shots. Be no problem. Can see one more coming in. I would love to have a legendary or, you know, another idiot savant or two trigger to keep on boosting up our level. We are full up on crits. Surely there will be more ghouls. But we did get a good chunk cleared out off the bat. Don't need the shotgun shells. We'll take the bottle caps. Take a table knife. Just a random one there. Okay, down he goes. Definitely could be more in the parking garage. Oh yeah. Hidden brackets just went very close together. So, okay, medtech research is what we are actually looking at right now. Alright, cool. Roamer right on over there. I think that qualifies a little bit of an actual scope. Take that him on out. Actually, I haven't used the freezing capability with the crit yet for that freezing sniper rifle. Bracket's still getting a little close, but nothing too crazy at the moment. Ooh, we are in caution. Caution from where? Okay, down below. It's going to be climbing up the steps. Lost him. Okay, he's running away. Caution. again. 95% chance. There we go. Go down nice and easy. And again, everything is looking good. So, I was kind of hoping that we would have a legendary be on the outskirts, but it does not appear as though one is at this point. So we can take a little bit of the junk. I guess we can take a look in this parking garage. There might be another one that was hard to see. But with the brackets not shifting all that much, we should be pretty set. Do have a settler here. Trying to make a go of it with a nice weapons workbench here. Sleeping bag setup. And, okay, the brackets are definitely getting close. Probably one on the other side yet that I couldn't quite see when I was sniping in. Or maybe up above. Okay, reaver. Get a little ceramic. Duct tape. There we go. Perfect. And yeah, with that shifting that much, I would dare say we got another one up top. Just the question is, where up top? Probably around. Ooh, ooh. Jump up on a car. That sounded more dog-like. Yeah, wild mongrel. Going after a rad stag doe. Okay. 37%. Couple wild mongrels. Not sure where they were housed. Maybe just on the outside. They can go take care of that. Rad stag doe. Not an actual threat and not a legendary, so don't really have to really try to find them at this point. So I don't think we will even bother. We can just make our way kind of back down these steps, and I think we had killed one on here. Coming around, yeah, a couple more here. Subway token, sure, and a little bit more bottle caps. Okay, walking back away from the distress signal. We did kill a few more ghouls, so I am very tempted to make our way. Oh, sure, that's going to be what, the Malden Middle School? And forget what that one is. But we also are going to want the Medford station, which there's the subway that has the ghoul, or not the ghouls, the synths, and then the actual research center. There's a light over there. But we can come up on the medical, and that is going to be super mutants. But there is a useful magazine. So dead ahead is going to be the Metro, which that is going to be a synth. Which maybe this isn't the approach I want. Because there we go, there's the Medford Strider. Honestly, let's go to our more powerful 66%. I only see the one right now. Second shot, get him. Third shot, get him. Good animation. Okay, Strider goes down. There is another one. AP is coming back quick. 69%. We'll see if we hit him the first shot. Yes, perfect. Okay, so those two are down. That is now a safe location. That's kind of where we want to go, as that will give us, yeah, a shot at, ooh, can't quite one-shot the super mutant. Don't have quite enough adrenaline for that. Mutant Hound. And yeah, the synths did not actually detect the super mutants, so the super mutants shouldn't be able to detect us. Or at least that is my theory, and I'm sticking with it. Just pop around the corner here. Will be a little bit of a sitting duck out in the open, but I do know. So if we pop him in the head, we can get him. There is going to be a suicider, at least typically, around here. Skirmisher, mutant hound. If I could one-shot him, I think I would go for it. But since I technically can't right now, we can make our way kind of to the north. There's the Slocum Joes. A little bit better cover back here. Ooh, ooh, caution, caution. Run away. Where's that caution coming from? Why did I go in caution over there? Okay, maybe just go back the way you came. Don't worry about anything else. Just make our way to the north. We're also close by to the old Gullet sinkhole. That also has a decent magazine in it. So, yeah, Super Mutant is not aware of us. I would really like to know what put us into caution, though. But regardless, we'll just keep making our way to the... I believe it's just north of here is where the sinkhole is. Ah, here we go. So I see houses. That is what we're going to be looking for, because there are a bunch of houses on the outskirts. Well, hello, Mr. Deathclaw over right there, right in front of my face. Belly will mostly kill him. Sneak attack critical. With the freezing damage, takes out the Deathclaw. Perfect. I think that's actually our first Deathclaw since Conquered. That one went down much, much easier. We'll absolutely take that Deathclaw meat. Actually, we'll take it all for right now. No harm in stocking up. We have the carry capacity. We can always just drop it back off at County Crossing and swap out some of our junk from there. Yeah, there we go. It is on the old compass. Here we go. So we got Stingwings over to our left. If we're really skilled, we'll be able to get the Deathclaw that we can just barely see. Get him coming out, sometimes he'll get involved with the Stingwings. So, well, turn back towards me a little bit. There we go. He'll come out. Maybe, just maybe, he'll want to take on the Stingwings. Because I believe that is about his only way up. No, he's just going back to his hide-a-hole. We could do a critical on his face. Or on his belly. Still in caution. Got the sting. Okay, Deathclaw's on a move. Doesn't see the Stingwings. And back to hidden. Now the question becomes, yeah, does he just go back to his hide-a-hole? Which he does. Shoot him again. And honestly, ooh. It's tempting to do... Can't do his belly. His head is armored. We'll do some body shots on him. Get some sneak attack. Build that critical up a little bit. One more hit. There, down he goes. Still in hidden. And Stingwing way up there. I don't know if I want to tangle with them, but at the same time, don't move. I would actually like it if they weren't here. Ooh, and there are 3 of them. So no, I actually don't want to tangle with them. We can just make our way down here and just loot the Deathclaw. Do a full loot with him, and we should be safe to just hop on in. But before I do that, we are hungry. So that means we need to eat some food. And of course we have the crazy parasites, so we actually have to eat more food. Properly fed, that should help limit the potential of getting sick. So here we go. Cross your fingers that we don't get sick. And as we drop down, ooh, a raider right in front of us. Go into the menu so we don't actually accidentally just plain drink some water and pop out. Okay, there's going to be rad roaches. A couple of them. Try to take the one out. Took the one out. There's a chance for a legendary. Okay, not a good shot there. Yeah, just make your way around. Ooh, not a good shot again. Throwing tires at us. Down he goes. They still don't see me. Basic Rad Roach took some physics damage, must be. And unfortunately, none of them are legendary at this point. That's a shame. That is a shame. Oh well. No big deal. We did get a few Rad Roaches taken care of. And not to mention, this is also going to be bringing up our adrenaline, because these are all enemies, which might give us an extra 5% of actually just in general to where we can take out the super mutants in one hit. But here's another magazine, the Wasteland Survival Guide. You know, not the worst one, all things considered. Permanently swim 25% faster. This would have come in handy when we were doing all of the swimming at the beginning of the game, but there was no way I was going to want to take on a Deathclaw that early. So now at this point, we'll just make our way through the tunnel, and we're not out of the woods because we're going to have ghouls. And there is a glowing one in there as well. Take the first one out. Caution, glowing one. I don't have a shot at him. I'm going to need a more powerful weapon too. Ooh, and Feral Ghoul Reaver. Crit. Down he goes. Glowing one, 1% chance at the head. Crit. Down he goes. Okay, at this point, is that going to be all of them? Certainly appears that way. Yes, indeed. Okay, so we have another chance at a legendary, and it's a Reaver, so a little bit higher level than what we have been dealing with. Cryogenic leather, right arm. Medium grade leather, it looks like, but 10% chance to freeze melee attackers. Absolutely garbage. Not going to be able to use that at all. But we will take a cigar box and some 38, and not to mention Wonder Glue will be very, very handy. And the glowing one will have some decent stuff on it. So all in all, not a waste. At least not a complete waste. And as we come back out, there is a way to glitch this and actually get into this house at the beginning, I believe. And you might be able to look in through one of these windows and click to sit on the chair, and you teleport here. Or you can just go right up over here, look in through the window to sit on the couch. You'll teleport in and sit down, at which point you can kind of go in the other way and avoid the Deathclaw. But really, that, isn't really that needed. taking out the death claw and taking out the enemies, not too bad, all things considered, especially when you get a little bit higher level. But, okay, sleepwalking, no, cool. A few other decent stuff to loot. And, ooh, novice locked. Make sure no traps. Nope, we're good. Not too bad. Some decent ammunition. And snub-nosed 44. You know, decent weight to value ratio. We'll pick it up for now. We can always drop it a little bit later. But sometimes you can take a look out through these windows and there might be a roaming super mutant or two, but does not appear like there is in this instance. So we can officially head on out the door. And honestly, now that we have a little bit more damage output, I would not be opposed to still heading back to the Medford Memorial Hospital and trying to get into that. So I think that is what we are going to at least attempt to do. Maybe pull out our big guns again. And, ooh, just now thinking of it, it actually might have made a lot more sense to our first time go around and try to tag the enemies with the recon scope. We do have that as a possibility, so that is something definitely gonna need to try to remember a little bit more, where we can just start tagging the enemies and then we'll know where they're at even if we don't kill them, and we can run away more efficiently when we need to. But maybe if we head on over kind of up the hill a little bit. Don't think there's anything too dangerous up on the hill. So perhaps we can get a little bit better shot. And if we find a suicider... Ooh, we only have one crit now. And there he is. I think I need to save the crit, although... Or utilize it. Ooh, he is close by to... Come on, Vats. It's close by to a few different things. Screw it. Kaboom. Still in hidden. Well worth the use of a crit. The only downside about doing that with the suicider is you don't get the XP for the ones that the explosion kills. Oh, and we're not done yet. He's way over there. Down he goes. That might be the last one now on the outskirts. We'll keep with our powerful weapon. And how did that super mutant not hear his friends explode? I do not know. Maybe he had a little bit too much earwax in his ears. Broken femur? That poor guy, he actually ripped him in two. And the suicider. And the left leg bones. Okay, so parched. Yeah, we can deal with that. Oh, he just had a board. When we are inside, I did actually tag Stealth Boys. We might want to do that. So there's not a ton, but there are a lot. So right over here we have a suicider, which if we get a headshot... Oh, come on. Thankfully suppressed weapon. I'm just hitting the gore bag. Don't like being this close. Oh, crud muffins. I don't have a crit. 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 Run away. Run away. Run away. Back over here where I know it was safe. I just took the shots from over here. Back to hidden. Okay. Didn't know where I was at. Didn't follow me out. Oh, that is just a flat out shame. Now, where did that suicider go to is the question. So I was going to say, if we can take out the suicider that's right on the main level, we could probably do a stealth boy and just, with our sneak, a little bit risky, make our way all the way in. We don't really have that far to go. But since the suicider could be right in front of us, I think we're going to have to take a stealth boy right now, pop it, and go in. Still in hidden. Why is my stealth boy not active? It says it's active, but I'm not. When he's sitting down again. Oh, come on. Work this time. Please work. It worked. In caution. Got a dog. Maybe we can just clear out the front room. And the stealth boy wore off. Stealth boys do not last very long. Right arm, don't hit the railing. Hit the railing. He's blind firing. He's blind firing. I don't have a crit. I don't have a crit. He doesn't see me. Doesn't see me. Please. Oh, come on. Stupid gore bag. Let's run the wrong way. Oh, my word. Oh, my heart is pounding. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. Take him out. And again. And again. He doesn't have his gun drawn. Okay, oh, he just has a board. Oh, he just has a board. And legendary. Okay, this is where I leave. This is where I leave. Run, 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 run. I don't like the look of the sky. Oh, oh, 12 damage. 12 damage. Ooh, I do have a crit. Crit him. Crit him, crit him, crit him. Oh, he hit me again. Oh, no. Shoot him. Shoot him harder. Shoot him faster. Another 0.6. Okay, 0.6 is fine. Down he goes. Oh, and I am in hidden. Okay. That is textbook right there. That's how you want to do it. We know there's a legendary inside. And we don't have any crits. Okay. We are not going to go back in. We are now down to 254 of 283. So we are almost 30 hit points down from where we were. I've decided I'm not going to head back in. These dumb gore bags keep getting in the way. And what I thought was going to be a nice, easy head on in, just take one guy out and sneak in and get it and leave, would be fine. Although, yeah, I don't have a critical. If I had a critical, I'd be tempted to go right back in because honestly, I've taken out now 2 super mutants, a dog, and the suicider. There really can't be that many more for that front room. But I took too much damage there, too risky, had to back out twice. Maybe when we get a little higher level, we can come back in and check it out one more time. But I think I'm going to cut my losses. You know, no sense of, you know, doing the definition of insanity of doing the exact same thing repeatedly and expecting different results. That we are not going to do. This has not been a very efficient episode as far as taking damage. But we do have decent adrenaline now. We are at 25%. That is not too shabby. So I think we can just make our way back on over now. Just maybe actually, since we are here, let's actually be productive while we're here. Put the old Lost Patrol back on, and on the map we can, I mean, we could go to Green Top Nursery, but Maybe we'll want to tag the good old county crossing, and we can make our way back there too. But, okay. We are close by. We can hopefully just do the distress signal. We're already in the area. May as well do that. That should be perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about other than, you know, the dogs that I didn't kill that are going to be around somewhere as the brackets just shifted a little bit. So I guess keep your eyes peeled for dogs. I do not like the color of this fog, although I'm not taking radiation. Go back past the scents. Physics object in the background. No big deal. We're okay. My nerves are a little jittery right now. But we're over in this neck of the woods. We may as well be productive. And if we are going to want to potentially clear out the satellite array, we're going to want to have all of the Lost Patrol holotapes and holotags. And there we go. Distress signal found. And mutant hound. Wild mongrel. I'm actually drawing a blank now for where my nerves are just so rattled right now. Just one mutant hound. Where on the map do I think it is? Honestly, I think it is kind of in between Malden and if I just head straight to my custom marker, I might just about go across it. I know it's in the wrecked building where they've fused all the power armor. So maybe I'll just see it, although the fog, again, the fog really messes with the visual. Speaking of messing with visual, that's not what you want to see. I don't like this. I don't like Fallout 4. I'm having second guesses on life choices of YOLO. It is just a basic rat scorpion, but that does so little. And I don't have a critical. I am on rock right now. I don't think... I think if he... Oh, he could pop up like right there, right there, right there. Okay, I've decided I don't like any of this. Although, here's a broken down building. Maybe, just maybe. Is this where I need to be? Got wild mongrel up ahead. Maybe I gotta just go to the wild mongrel, and this is where I need to be. Is it radiation in the middle? There could be... Yes, there is. Just up to 10 rads. No big deal. And I'm tired. Of course I am. Okay, so we got that. Reload. Don't be so low on rounds in the chamber. I kind of want another critical. Yeah, I don't want a critical on the rad scorpion. I think we need to head back for the wild mongrels. Those should get knocked out pretty easily. Just the two of them, I think. Get a little bit better vantage point. That's a good shot. 71%, that's a good shot. Yes. Okay, that mongrel went down. Now, is there going to be another one? We know we saw two earlier when we were over by the med tech. Yes, he's coming around the corner when he comes. 39. Might get him coming this way. We'll take a few pot shots. Get him coming this direction. I think it's just the one. Looping around. 95% chance. That's what we will like. And down he goes. Not quite enough for a crit. Ooh, still danger. Another wild mongrel. Down he goes. That is enough for a crit, though. And that should be all of the dogs dead now. And we will take the meat because we absolutely are going to need that. And we just now detected. I don't like that. Why am I detected? Why am I detected? That's got to be the most unnerving. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll let you join your friends. I thought. Yeah, I'll let you join your friends. There's nothing worse in Fallout than being detected and having no idea what you are detected from. Could it be friend? Could it be enemy? Could it be a rad scorpion that's just detecting you and just waiting to throw you instantly into danger and then pounce on you and stab you with their stinger? Yeah, it could be. It very well could be. Radstag is throwing me into caution. Oh, I'm still in caution. Oh, an attack dog. No, I don't want his legs. Do his torso. And a raider psycho. Okay, we'll crit the psycho. We just lost our... And got another attack dog. Looping around. Is it just the attack dog? Maybe. Ooh, taking 2 shots. Ooh, that's actually good. Back to another crit. Danger. A third attack dog. This guy was a regular ol'... Oh, he's right on top of me. And again, shoot him again. Idiot Savant, 131. This run, this episode, this part. Oh, we'll take the light dog armor. Maybe dog meat will look good in it. Just a random raider psycho walking around with 3 attack dogs. I don't know why I took another set. No big deal. You know, just... I'm just trying to make my way back to County Crossing. I don't even know where the raider is. There he is. Ooh, and he had a short hunting rifle. That would do some serious damage on me. Alright, I am glad I used a crit for him. So hopefully now, of course, the dumb radstag threw me into caution. Take that one out. Don't like that. Don't like being in caution. And instantly having 3 attack dogs and a raider psycho coming at you. I also don't like that. Yeah, signal lost. Did I never actually... I didn't actually grab the little beacon, did I? I just grabbed the holotape and holotag. And I'm over encumbered. Honestly, Deathclaw hand, Deathclaw hide. That weighs a ton. That's like 26 weight just between that. And peckish and parched. Why not? Why not? I would go back for the little pulsar, but no. We can deal with that again another time. Unless, although I'm right back to it, aren't I? I just did a circle. Is this the same place? No. Okay. I was going to think that I was actually legit going mad and crazy and just getting all twisted around completely. Back at County Crossing. I feel good, but yeah, I don't feel safe. My heart is still racing. Fog has not cleared. And we just took the couple biggest hits of the run, 8 and a 12, I do believe, plus some other little nicks and knacks. And I need to take a break. This has been much too stressful for what it was worth. So Next part, I do think while we are still only just tired, I think we're going to make our way on over to the Revere satellite array and at least start trying our hand with the super mutants over there. Perhaps we don't have enough firepower, but we will at least give it a go. So, as always, thanks for watching and thanks for joining. And until next time, powering off.